Jimmy Garoppolo may need surgery on his high ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain. You said high nickel sprain.
High nickel sprain. He may need sprain. He re-injured it. He either re-injured it or had a new injury on the same ankle and the same foot. And now he could miss 6 weeks, or if it's surgery, it's the whole season. And the question that pops up right away is, did the Niners mishandle Jimmy Garoppolo's injury?
I believe they grotesquely mishandled it. I find this story, we joke around a lot on the Cohn Zone, but I find this deadly serious and very sad. So let me make clear what we're saying. We are not impugning any doctors.
No.
I'm sure that the medical staff did everything they could. We are not talking about doctors. We're simply talking about my gut feeling. You asked me on how the Niners handled it. Well, look, I watched the game, last weekend and against Seattle, and you could tell right away that Garoppolo was not right. He did not look to me like a healthy player. Iggy, he couldn't move. He couldn't defend himself. And a guy who throws such a beautiful ball, he couldn't even throw a forward pass.
Yep.
So I'm saying common sense. I'm not a doctor. Common sense says there was something gravely wrong with Garoppolo at the beginning of the game.
Go ahead.
I want to continue. They said he had a good week of practice. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe either they deluded themselves or they weren't being entirely candid. I don't think I don't think they thought he was well. I think it was a dereliction of duty. Again, I can't prove it. I don't have facts. It's my opinion. A dereliction of duty to let that young man go out there and, first of all, hurt the team, and second of all, hurt himself. Now, they're saying, from what you told me, this thing on his ankle, high ankle, is a new injury. Iggy, it's the same high ankle sprain?
That's what Kyle Shanahan said. You know how he starts explaining things, but he kind of goes into Esperanto, and you're like, wait, what did you just say?
Yeah, I know.
You said it's a new injury on the same foot? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. It seems to me that from common sense, they rushed Jimmy back. He was hurt and even hurt himself more, and now he's going to need surgery?
He may. They're getting we're getting a little feedback there. They're getting second opinions. They're talking to doctors, which means that some doctors may think he needs surgery.
Okay. My last word, my last adjective is disgusting.
Real quick, people who are watching who haven't watched my dad and I before, I want to just let you guys know that my dad is in a position to say this after the fact, because we had a whole discussion a few weeks ago before the Dolphins game. And my dad was on the show and said, Grant, we need to talk. You've been saying that Jimmy Garoppolo needs to play against the Dolphins. The season's on the line. He has to gut it out. And my dad on the show said, you're not in his body. You don't know. It's very dangerous for you to talk like that. And I backed down and I basically said, okay, fair enough. You're right. All I'll say is if Jimmy Garoppolo keeps getting hurt, that's another issue. But I don't know I don't know how hurt he is. And if he says he's hurt, he's hurt. And it seems like Kyle Shanahan didn't get the message that you gave me, that he was sticking with the message I was giving. Like, hey, buddy, we need you. And based on what happened against the Eagles, they lost that game on prime time. And it was clear the entire organization just blamed Nick Mullins for it. They set themselves up in a position where Jimmy had to save the day. And it was unfair to ask him to do that. You said that at the time. So you're not Monday morning quarterbacking this one.
No, I think what they did was disgusting. And my gut feeling, my common sense tells me they got him hurt even more. He was hurt and they got him hurt more. And you know what? I think he and his family and his agent have every right to be angry and to be alienated from the 49ers. That's how I feel. And I know fans, and I understand, Grant and I aren't fans, and you are. You find it important to take the organization's point of view. I understand that. I feel no obligation to them. You know, who are they to me? I think this is a royal screw up. Yeah,
absolutely. And what's interesting is I'm sure other teams are looking at the Niners like, oh, are you going to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo? Are we going to be able to get him? It seems like well, I don't know what's going to happen with Jimmy in the future, though. I mean, do you think he'll be a starter next year? It looks like he's broken. physically and mentally. The Niners really chewed him up, spit him out, and now he may need to go do what Ryan Tannehill did and go be a backup for a while, and then when he gets his next shot, be great again. But he may not be right for a while. When I watch him on film, it's not just his ankle. He looks like he's mentally beaten down and a little, you know, that look that quarterbacks get where they don't see the field anymore.